Alrighty, welcome to Ivory Sanctum, Part 3. We defeated the enemy. Now we need to interrogate him. Midnight Fane? What is it, and how have the demons managed to hide it from me? Your naivety is worth lingering in this world. A surprising, incomprehensible phenomenon. I regret that I will not be able to study it under laboratory conditions. Chittering laughter emerges from beneath Xanthir's hood. Deep below Dresden, where the power of the Sword of Valor cannot reach, there is a place where the abyss and material plane meet. It is where Lady Arelu opened one of her rifts, creating a direct route to the abyss. This is where the Nahindrian crystals are coming from. Uh-oh. The rift leads to... I suppose I don't want to spoil the surprise, Vandal. Oh, you do love surprises, right? I pressed this. Well, not wanting it, but... What are Nahindrian crystals? Special keys that can, with a proper handling and after a tedious ritual, awaken mythic powers in a demon. Uh-oh. Are we a demon? Maybe we are the culmination of all experiments. Maybe Arelu Volesh made us. Maybe we were born out of a demon. Uh-oh. The process was discovered and developed by the great Arelu Volesh, my mentor. She calls it transformation. Those that have undergone it are called mythic demons, for their powers truly deserve to be glorified in myth. Why didn't the demons attack Dresden from the inside, given that they had access? Such an attack will reveal the secret of the Midnight Fane to the Crusaders. It has no right to fail. Unfortunately, you impressed Darezand so much during the battle for Dresden that he lost all courage. I am sure you will meet him in the Fane, aggrandizing himself at the expense of whoever happens to be around. What a laughing stock. However, sooner or later he will certainly try to attack Dresden from the inside. He is more afraid of Deskari than you. Are you that eager to die? Why should I even answer your questions? Why stave off my final transition into blissful oblivion? Xanthir cocks his head to one side. I will answer you, but only out of my own curiosity. I want to see what intrigues a lowly creature, such as yourself. Have you seen my underlings? My so-called students? What I ask you, can they hope to learn from me? Buffoons, that's what they are. A pathetic parody of scholarly devotion. They hear my words, but they do not understand them. Mindless fanatics and cultists, idiots besieging me with their endless questions, killing them is pointless. I cannot banish them or use them as test subjects, because as soon as one dies, two more sprout in their place. Xanthir's voice is drowned out by the locust furious cheering. And the demons I am forced to work with, they are unable to fulfill even the simplest of instructions. All their tiny minds can think about is how to chew one another to pieces. Jarazand, Minago, Jerrybeth, they all started plotting against me as soon as I took up my post. How am I to work under these conditions? I am surrounded by other morons. My only ambition has been to study the sciences, to discover secret truths, but instead I have been obliged to manage a herd of brainless animals. I have found myself at a dead end. I cannot abandon everything and leave. I will only be exchanging life in this unbearable place for life among nameless ruins, constantly aware that my former masters could find me and exact retribution. I could hardly continue my work without my laboratory. Xanthir grows quiet for a moment. You have given me a way out, Vandal, a place where only peace awaits me, where I will have no masters or students. Death. I am tired. Who are you, Xanthir Vang? Xanthir makes a sound that is not like a sigh. I am a higher being. I surpassed my mortal shell, discarded it, transformed myself like a larvae becoming a locust. My loyal service to the dark arts has not gone unrewarded. Lord Baphomet and Deskari both gave me their consideration. I earned respect on this side of the world wound, and the only person whose respect I have not won is my mentor, Arelu Volesh. That is all that is permissible for you to know. I want to know more. How did you achieve this state?
There's something here.
I won't be telling you anything. I did not spend years conducting research, carrying out experiments, and studying forbidden texts just to give it all away to some vandal. The sacrifices I've made, the impossible truth my mind has had to encompass, Descaries' philosophy, Baphomet's sophistry, Arek Chagall's riddles, the nebulous ravings of lesser-known demons such as Azyangna. You have probably never even heard these names before. It's enough that you have managed to get your hands on my notes. They say there is no king's road to knowledge, but for vandals there isn't so much as a dirt track. If you want to achieve what I have, and follow the path I had to take, every single step. Sealay frowns. What's with all the questions? We already know enough about this freak to destroy him once and for all. The best thing for everyone is if the knowledge of how he came to be like that dies with him. Do not ask him about this. There are paths of which it is best not to know. What this man has done is more frightening than anything I've seen, or anything I've done to others. I beg you, do not look into how Xanthir Vang fell. This knowledge is a danger to your soul. What do you know about Arela Vorlesh? She is my mentor, although she has never given me the slightest recognition. It was she who invented the method for transforming demons using the Hindrian crystals. Admiration, envy, and hurt all vie for dominance in Xanthir's voice. She is the best of all humans and demons, a true scientist, pioneer, architect of the world wound. It is ironic that both of the Abyss's finest scientific minds were mortals once, isn't it? She's a true scientist. I wholeheartedly agree with every word the swarm says. Arela Vorlesh has been sentenced to death for her crimes. Reginald stares down at Nenio, along with all her devoted followers. Go easy with the praise there, friend. Arela is a criminal whichever way you slice it, and you gushing compliments about her puts you on the same level. Me on the same level as Arela Vorlesh? One of her devoted followers? Oh, what a lovely thing to say. Thank you. What can you tell me about Cherrybeth? A troublesome gnat who thinks herself the queen of this dung heap. She hates me for usurping her in the Sanctum, but she doesn't dare go against the orders of Baphomet and his daughter Hepsamira. Cherrybeth is a known quantity and a negligible one at that. Evil. No, I'm not going evil. I'll put an end to your existence. Do we want that? Well, that's a kind of problem. Do I want that? I mean, obviously there's a mythic path where we can become some sort of swarm. I mean, obviously it's going to die. I'll put an end to your existence. Farewell, Vandal. Oh, thank you if I hated you any less than my master, but may Baphomet and Descaries burn, and may you burn with them. Okay, small key. Small polished key, looks almost new. Hasn't been used much. Old Grimoire. Grants its owner 3 slots for 1 level spell, 2 blah blah. Highest caster level. Okay, that's not bad.
Follow if you dare. Ha! A trivial task.
Xanthir Vang's notes. A hefty notebook in a thick leather cover, every inch of which has been nibbled on by insects. There are dark streaks of dried blood on the binding. Documented inside, in small precise handwriting, are the experiments of Xanthir Vang. The records mostly describe complex magical processes, the deciphering of which would take several days at least, but there are scattered passages written in less esoteric language. telepathy, a dead end. I need a way to control the insects directly, with my will alone, bypassing conscious thought entirely. Parasitism, symbiosis. Test subject's skin is gradually ingested, replaced by the swarm. Result failure. How do I stop them from eating through tissue? What is flesh? What is a body part? Planting larvae in the fat tissue under the effect of indecipherable. The test subjects report pain when the hatching insects pierce through. The next step is to test it on myself. Gradual amputation of the left hand, phalanx by phalanx. Focus on phantom pains. Success. The locust takes the form of fingers. Only half of the fourth and all of the fifth finger for now. The locusts are still not completely responsive to my will, but enough to be able to write this with my new hand. The next problem, the brain. Dispersed cognition? Removing consciousness to the astral plane? A test subject retains awareness when locusts replace up to 2/3 of the brain. Trepanation, success, vision, unusual effect, extremely itchy scalp. Okay.
I'm off.
Diary of a student on the great Xanthir the Plagued One. The new guy and his bloody candles stopped me from sleeping again last night. He's trying to get to grips with the ritual before the more advanced students. We'll see how well he studies after I chucked all his candles in the latrine. Yesterday we were loading crystals into the machine. Our teacher watched our every movement, and no wonder none of us have successfully performed the transformation ritual without his oversight. The new boy opened his gob to say something, but the Plagued One shut him up quick. I think by sending one of his locusts under the new boy's skin, there's no time for chit-chat when you're working with Nahindrian crystals. They're worth as much as diamonds, and they're delivered here straight from the abyss. Everything was going fine, except the person in charge of the ritual supplies turned out to be an idiot, like all the ones before him. He forgot to do a quality check on our prime ingredient. Crystals can vary in quality, and transformation requires flawless specimens. One time, some lumpen, dull-looking crystal found its way into the machine. The machine broke down, and the subject was blown to pieces. The Plagued One was raging. Once he'd calmed down and kicked the surviving students out of the lab, we were down by 4. Pity we didn't lose more. I really should smother an extra few of them some night when I get the chance, but I'll get to that later. Sometimes I think that what we're trying to do here is pointless. You'd have to actually be Xanthir the Plagued One to remember all the details and nuances of the transformation ritual. It's bad enough having to check the crystals, never mind having to hold in your mind all the correct proportions and the minute calibrations of the machines. So far, not even one of the advanced students has completed the transformation process successfully. The demons come out broken, mad, or lame. Maybe I should sneak into the Plagued One's study again and read through his papers. Maybe I'll find something I can use as crypt notes. Or maybe not. What do we have here? Nothing?
I do what I must.
Outside. Okay, no, we came from here. A magic sarcophagus with a tight-fitting lid. The locust creature can sleep inside it unafraid, as the swarm will disperse. Interesting. Discover Jeribeth engrossed in a task. She is holding a locust between 2 delicate clawed fingers. One of the locusts that previously comprised Xanthir Vang, and you watch as she slowly pushes a needle into its body. The demon observes the locust's convulsions with fascination. This will require a lot of work to preserve this beauty. See? Using another living being in one way or another, that is the highest form of compassion possible for us demons. To coexist with others we like, and to take pleasure in it is simply beyond our capabilities. You did as you promised, Crusader. Demonic. But you killed my Marivok for some reason. Silence reigns in your head for a time. You know that making deals with demons is a losing game, yes? Lucky for you, I enjoy playing mortals so much that I will keep up the act and fulfill my end of the bargain. Ask me a question. I will answer. One of Baphomet's cultists ran from me, Zanedra. Do you know where I can find her? Zanidra is crafty and a shrewd liar. She has a hideout right under your nose, not far from Dresden. Search the temple of your good deities. Search them carefully. One of them is larger than it looks. I promised to answer your questions, and I did. Wait. Only one question? And now the only thing standing between me and control of the Ivory Sanctum is you.
Danger ahead.
Wait. We only got one question? I thought we would gain more than one. Well, that kind of sucks. Extend Meta Magic Rod. Wait, that's it? Well, that was anticlimactic.
I'm gone.
Unlocked. Area exit. Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. I mean, we will exit the area, but first, we need to solve this puzzle. I found the solution in the World Wide Web. I don't want to try this out. Okay. Triangle. Blah, blah. Done. Perfect. Cloak and circle mask. Ah, okay.
Aha! A test of my abilities!
Guide my blade.
That was easy!
Where did my notes go? Paper Muncher, you haven't seen them, have you? Come on, spit it out. My notebook's gone missing. I had it this morning and all I found was a chewed up cover lying next to Paper Muncher's bedroll. Read about a student. Destroying the work of his comrades. I couldn't let the enemy get his hand on the orders of the great Xanthir the Plagued One. I acted like a hero back at the Tower of Estrad. How can we hope to compete with that heroic feat? Chewing a whole wad of documents. As a reward, Xanthir the Plagued One is going to turn him into a bookworm that walks. Hey, who's there? Damn it, we haven't finished our research yet.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Baphomet the Imprisoned. We are all children of Baphomet. Read this and pass it on. Unafraid, hail, blah, blee, blub. Okay, goodbye. Fairy Tales of blah. Heavy armor. Ooh. Orc double X. Oh, hello there. Carefully arranged tools and materials for building magical objects. They have clearly not been sitting idle. Telmere. One of the cultists, the half-elf whose face has gone white with fear, seems familiar to you. In an anguished and yet apologetic voice he says, "I suppose you won't believe me if I tell you I was just passing by? Why do all these troubles befall poor Telmore? Ah, you saved Xanthir the Plague One's scribe in the Tower of Estrad. Maybe you could let me go and I will tell you what we were doing here. I have no desire to risk my life a second time to conceal Xanthir's secret. Have we met before?" The half-elf gives you an affronted look. "How could you forget? We met in the Tower of Estrad. Instead of surrendering, I started editing the secret report from Master Xanthir. Yes, I choked on the letter and almost died, but my motives were most heroic, you'll agree. I thought that I had so impressed you with my feat of valor that you decided to let me go, but now it turns out that you don't even remember me." And that's why he ate these, because he thought we would treat it as a feat of valor? Dude, seriously, you are ridiculous. His expression like a sulky child's. "Poor man, you were so desperate for your master's approval, you almost died to get it? Why, people who care about you would never celebrate your death." I've realized that now. In recent weeks I've gotten the distinct impression that Master Xanthir does not like his students very much. "What are you doing here?" The cultist waves his hand, looking resigned. "Xanthir the Plagued One ordered us to develop a new type of infectious disease, one that would strike down not only ordinary crusaders but paladins as well. As you know, paladins are protected from all sorts of afflictions by the blessing of their patron deities, but that just makes the challenge even more interesting. We set to work at our cauldrons and started creating the most horrific toxins. Success was within reach, but then someone mixed up our cauldrons with the ones used for cooking. The other cultists tried the food without unusual seasoning, and, well, we soon learned that the Ivory Sanctum is lacking in its latrine provision. Master Xanthir flew into a rage and ordered us, those still alive, of course, to continue experiments further away from the kitchen. The half-elf sighs at the injustice of it all. That's such a sad story. Nenio brushes away a tear. First, your mentor orders you to conduct an experiment, and before it's completed, he chases you away so you cannot finish it? That's just terribly unfair. It seems the life of a cultist hasn't been working out for you. The half-elf nods sadly. You can say that again. When I was accepted into the cultists, I was promised power, might, and forbidden knowledge, and look where it's got me. Forced to look after some stinking infectious cauldrons. My hands are all covered with blisters now, and I'm still gulping grief over eating those damned letters, still picking bits out from between my teeth too. They call me Paper Muncher, when all I did was faithfully serve the great Xanthir the Plagued One. Paying no heed to the danger to myself, I tried to hide from the enemy, meaning you. Secret correspondence of the master. Do we want him to stay alive? I mean, he's trying to concoct something that could potentially kill paladins. That's problematic. Either lawful or good. Ooh. But we are an angel, right? For this once we are going to be good. If we meet him again, he's going to die. Renounce the demons and try to live a righteous life. On the one hand, we should not allow an enemy servant to live. On the other hand, the more specimens there are like this one in the enemy's ranks, the closer we are to victory. With a mistrustful look at you, the half-elf says, "Perhaps that's not a bad idea. I could turn to the good deities, become a follower of them. Maybe the priests won't make fun of me. They won't have heard about the time I tried to eat those letters. It's decided. Thank you for your advice, and farewell." Well, that was almost unexpected. I guess we found a new friend.
I'll take care of it. A trivial
I will
task.
follow my dreams.
Interesting. We should move. I'm off. Ha! A trivial task. That was easy. There's something here.
What the heck? Why are so many traps here?
A trivial task. Ha! A trivial task. I'm always ready.
What did just happen? Oh, would you look at that? That's mildly interesting. So there's another Eternal Guardian. There's a secret here.
We
Kneel before me.
They are the darkness.
Interesting.
Over there.
Close ranks. It's time to act! That was easy. I do what I must. This will be... There's something here. Interesting.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's bad. Uh-oh. Okay, that was unexpected.
A trivial task. Ha! A trivial task. This room, my gift to you! I'm gone.
Your orders, Commander.
That was easy. I'll take care of it.
The struggles never cease.
Should we proceed?
Oh, come on. Another one of these? How am I supposed to... Am I supposed to just try this out? That's ridiculous. Upper part of the maze. 5 buttons on the wall and 1 in the corner. Okay, let's try it. Square. Right. Triangle. Circle. Hexagon. Did anything happen?
By your order.
We do it my way.
Oh, a very nice helmet and very nice bracers. Okie dokie.
battle formation.
White Wind's Cloak. This damage Koch can now be worn only as a cloak and only by a non-evil aligned character. If this cloak is worn by a character with no levels in duelist class, such characters will get the precise strike ability. Sacred Nimbus. Ay, ay, ay. Hello there.
Disappear.
Remains of the Minotaur have been carefully dismembered and carved with profane runes, similar to ritual sacrifice. Okay.
If you dare.
What about these two? Not sure if they are of importance. We're going to find out sooner or later. Let's get here first.
I'm off.
Okay, so here's another one of these. What order do I need to press them? So, 1, a 2. Where's the third one? Maybe it's here. Let's see. I guess it's important and we need to press it in a certain order. But which one? Let's see.
I do what I must.
Please, allow me. I'm glad I was useful to you.
I'm gone.
I must part with everything. Please allow me to...
Anything new?
So, can we interact with them anymore? Can't we? Can we? Well, I have no idea how this one works. There's no way to interact with this anymore. I guess that's it. Yeah. Okay. So apparently there's no interaction here. Odd. Okay. Let's all get here. I'd say we can leave this accursed place.
We do it my way.
We're going to leave you here. Or let's go outside. Let's see if the hand of the inheritor is still there.
Follow if you dare.
Okay, so they... Oh! Hand of the Inheritor.
I'll come to Dresden as soon as I can, and we can talk then.
Okay, so I guess once we get to Dresden, this game will continue. So all the side quests that we have right now, the puzzles that we have to find and stuff we need to do before we go to Dresden. Oh, we're done. Perfect. What is the quest saying? Journal. Secrets of Creation. Mythic Quest. Hope Wing. Targona and Dresden. She's something to reveal. Okay. Middle game. Maximize all crusade stats. Okay. How do we do that anyway? You know what? Next episode.